Okay, in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at pictographs, bar graphs, and dot plots. Our objectives are to understand a pictograph, to understand a bar graph, and to understand a dot plot. Vocabulary for this lesson is a pictograph, graph using pictures to represent data. Bar graph, graph using bars to represent data. And a dot plot, graph using dots to represent data. In essence, they're all three the same thing, just using a little bit different medium to display our data. Lastly is data, our collected information. First thing we want to look at is just raw data. So here I have some made up data of the number of people in a house. So what we have is we have 25 data points here. 3, 6, 6, 5, and so on. And so we've got all of these listed. Then what I've done is I've put these in order. 3, 3, 3, 3. So all our 3s are in order. All our 4s, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 9, and then 10. And by putting them in order, we can do a little bit with the data. First thing is we can identify the minimum. The minimum here is 3. We can identify the maximum. In this case, it's 10. Then we can identify the range. Now the range is the difference between these two. So it can be written kind of two ways. We can look at it as we are going from 3 to 10. Or we can look at it with the actual math and do 10 minus 3 equals a range of 7. Then using that data, we can now put it into graphs. The first graph I'm going to show you is a pictograph. One of the key concepts with a pictograph is that we use a picture to represent the data. So we always need a key. In this one, my little stick figure here equals 2 people. So with 3, we can see we have one stick person, that's 2. Then a second stick person, so 2, 4. Third one puts us at 6. And this one's just half of a stick person, so half of 2 is 1. This key can represent anything you want. So in mine, it's representing 2 people. We can make one person represent one stick figure represent one person. Then we'd need 7 of them. We could go by 3s. It's kind of up to you. So for 4, we have 2 stick people because our key is 2. Or we have 3 stick people. Key says 2 people per. So 3 times 2 gives us 6 4-person households. Also down here, I've labeled what I'm talking about, so that we can kind of get an idea of what this pictograph is showing. Next is a bar graph. This bar graph is showing the exact same information. Again, we have the number of people in the household. We have our categories labeled, 3, 4, 5. These categories could be anything. Here we're talking about number of people in a house. It could be talking about hair color, height, different things. Lots of things that we can look at. On the left here we have labeled the frequency, how often something is happening. So for 3, we follow the bar, it's happening 7 times. For 6 over here, we follow the bar, looks like there were 4 people with a 6-person household. We have 9 with nothing, and 10 with 2, 7, and 8 with 1. So you can kind of see how the bar graph shows the same information as the pictograph, just in a little bit different way. Last representation that I have here is a dot plot. A dot plot is basically a pictograph just using dots instead. So it's a little bit quicker. Each dot will typically represent one data point. So here we have a number line set up for the number of people in each household, and then each dot represents 1. So over 3 we have 7 dots. Over 4 we have 6 dots. 5 we have 4, 6 we have 4, 7 and 8 each have 1, 9 there's nothing, and 10 there's 2. Hopefully this gave you some information on pictographs, bar graphs, and dot plots. If there are any questions or you didn't understand anything, please write down the questions and watch the video again to get a better idea of what's going on. Thank you.